Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Kelly, and I'd like to share with you a lesson that I've learned while reading my Bible. And that is, before I go into it, let me explain that I've had a very hard life. It started in my infancy. The abuse started in my infancy and continued throughout my childhood. That in turn made my adulthood very difficult. So I've had a very extremely hard life to the point where I had attempted suicide twice. And it took me a very long time to understand that God isn't punishing me. It helped me to realize that hard times are not necessarily bad. What hard times does for most people, is it has helped me to become more compassionate, more empathetic, more sympathetic. I have a very big heart. I care very much for others. If I did not have any hard times, if I had gone through life unscathed, chances are very, very great that I wouldn't have the same level of compassion or concern about what others have gone through, the hard times others have gone through. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't want to even listen. Why would I want to burden myself with your problems if I've never been through any myself and I can't relate to them? But I can relate wholeheartedly, and it's not that when we go through hard times we should be jumping for joy. No, that wouldn't be reality. That wouldn't be, that would be ridiculous. It's okay when you're going through hard times to be anxious, upset, and worried, because that's part of being human. But for instance, when Paul asked the Lord to remove his thorn in his flesh, 3 times he asked him. And after the 3rd time, the Lord said to him, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." And then Paul says, "Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. For the sake of Christ, then, I am content with weaknesses, insults, hardships, persecutions, and calamities. For when I am weak, then I am strong." For instance, when you break a bone, and you go to the doctor and they put a cast on your bone or your arm, wherever your bone was broken, and it heals. So when the bone heals over, ultimately that bone is going to be stronger than the other bones of your body. They're stronger. That scar on your bone, that one that's healed over, which is a scar, internal scar, that makes your bone stronger. Which is not to say you should go out there and break every bone in your body so you can be stronger, but the idea is that's how we become stronger, pain brings strength in a very odd way, but that's the reality of life. I would not want to repeat anything that I've been through. I wouldn't want to relive anything. But I'll tell you what I wouldn't do. I would not change anything about my past, because all those hardships I have been through have made me the person I am. If I had not gone through any hard times or struggles or difficulties, chances are I wouldn't feel for others like I do. I wouldn't care, but I do care. I'm also an advocate for others who are being treated unjustly. I've done that all my life as well. So for that reason alone, I'm so glad that I have been through what I've been through, and I'm so glad that I finally came to the realization that when I go through any hard times, I'm not being punished. I am being tested, and I am being strengthened by God. And those are very good things. Remember that next time when you do go through a hard time. I hope that you remember that. And also, don't, if you go through a hard time and you're worried and you're crying, and that's okay, because we're human. We're human. So just remember that those hard times you're going through are tempering you, and you're not being punished, and you'll be okay. That's what got me through a lot of the hard times I've been through in my life. Thank you so much for listening to me, and God bless everybody, every one of you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.